I agree with our Care Coalition that we need to create spaces for people to do things other than, you know, be at parties with their peers and not make the best decisions. I think as a community, we will have done a good job in reducing underage drinking when we can say that we have provided spaces for people at all ages to form happy memories. Parents, because parents have been making the rules for them for a very long time, and they're looking to set out in this world on their own. They still need a lot of guidance, and they still need a lot of role models, and I believe that if we create the places where that can happen in a fun and sort of non-structured, non-committal way. I don't think teenagers like things that they have to sign up for, that they have to show up for necessarily at specific times, where sort of these loose kind of networks can be established, especially for kids that do not have that through sport or music or arts or their families.
Great. That was awesome.
Okay.
Okay, my one thing, let's talk about how stickers don't work.
Okay.
That soundbite again. Just kind of go for that.
Okay.
How you don't believe
Do you want me? I'm rolling
great. Right here is good.
Yeah. And then also make sure, I'm worried about the battery, but make sure you get in about, you know, for your idea. You thought the coalition was going to shut you down, but they embraced it.
Right. Okay.
That's
so stickers
and how we were open.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. So one of the things as an ABC board member that I struggle with is every time we see a funding request for what I think of as the flat things, billboards, stickers, brochures, those kinds of things, my heart kind of sinks. I just don't think that those things give kids a whole lot of reason to change behavior or to make decisions. So we're looking for things where it's a space and a people kind of thing to create those kinds of spaces. One of the things that I have been thinking about, I see it, some other communities doing it, and I think Brevard would be a good place for it, is to do something like a skate park, because it is a thing that it would be attracting kids of all ages. It would also attract adults. Sorry.
No, you're great.
Keep rolling it. Yeah. Let me start that one over again. I don't feel like I did a good job there.
Oh, fine.
A skate park. A skate park, in my mind, would be a really wonderful thing to consider because it would attract people of all ages. I believe it would create a place where people would teach people things. It would bring people out of houses, out of their comfort zone. It would bring them out into the open. It is a non-structured thing that you just show up for. It can be free, and it can be sort of a non-committal type of thing. I was really excited when I first mentioned this idea and felt like the Care Coalition was on board 100% from the get-go. That's not something I expected necessarily, but I do think, and I agree with our Care Coalition, that we need to create spaces for people to do things other than, you know, be at parties with their peers and not make the best decisions. I'm petering out, I'm sorry.
No, that last part was what I wanted to get, because I knew you needed Care Coalition in there, and you said
I can talk about more about what I'm, you know, what I'm hoping we'll do in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Do you have time for that? Do you have?
As long as it's going, we're going.
Yeah, you can talk about, you know, working with the coalition or the board or community or
reframe
youth groups.
Yeah, let me try to.
Yeah, go for it.
So one of the things I've learned about the teenage brain at the state ABC conference, and that was fascinating to me, is that the teenage brain is basically hardwired for addictive behavior and for instant gratification. So we are needing to think about things that give young people a good feeling almost instantly, and that is not something where we're telling them to work hard now so that they get a good paycheck when they're 30. We're needing things that young people will want to do and where they're learning valuable lessons to be used later in life. I am really excited about working with the CARE Coalition in multitudes of ways on projects that give us these places that, that young people will someday, even if they leave our community, have fond memories of. We build playgrounds for the infant to 6-year-old. We need to do those kinds of places for the 10 to 7-year-old as well. I think as a community we will have done a good job in reducing underage drinking when we can say that we have provided spaces for people at all ages to form happy memories with.
That was so good.
I'm gonna like end my presentation with that. Don't take it from me.
It's no escape.
It's so gratifying to me because I came to the ABC board. A bunch of business. Okay, my perspective. A bunch of business people figuring out, going by the state laws, all this kind of stuff, and then I showed up with the permission of Mark. Will you guys look at this underage drinking prevention stuff? And coming from before your time, not spending any of the education money, to thinking big and creating memories, an ABC board member talking about creating memories for kids.
That's so good.
And you know that our campaign, Revisit Our Website, is all about we embrace. Did you do our t-shirts, I hope? No, probably not.
No!
Okay, but the kids are.
Mom is willing to bid.
Right. My kids are. The kids ones say, "I'm a thrill seeker. I'm a risk taker."
Yes.
Like we're embracing the fact that these kids. And so I could tie that in at the end of my presentation with what you said and the fact, and because that's a lesson learned. That to work with youth.
That's so good.
I see it in my daily work here. You know, I have high schoolers that help me out